It's finally here! Pico just announced the Pico Neo 4, the next generation headset from Pico, running alongside the Neo 3 Link, but this time with a big focus on comfort, ease to use, and of course, gaming. Packed with great new features at an incredible and ultra competitive price. Hey, Ty here, so welcome to the VR Tech channel, so let's discover the Pico Neo 4 together in this video. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very excited for this, so let's get into it. So I had the opportunity to talk a bit with Pico about the Pico Neo 4, and comfort and ease to use were for sure the two big pillars of their presentation. This headset is the lightest and thinnest they ever built, with a weight of 295 grams without the strap, and this is thanks to the new pancake lenses, that besides being smaller they also give a much better image clarity. The headset will come with an included hard strap with a dial on the back, and with that the weight goes up to 586 grams. That's where we find the battery as well, making it almost 50-50 counterweight balance on our head, a thing that we know being a key for comfort. About the battery is 5300 mAh with an usual industry standard of 2.53 hours of gaming. And the cool thing, it even supports Quick Charge 3.0. About the ease to use, the headset will feature just one single USB port and one single button. The power button. A great choice considering that the Neo 3 Link had so many buttons on it that it was really hard to figure out which one to use when wearing it. So you might say no IPD adjustment, right? Well, Pico actually managed to squeeze in two little motors to move the lenses through software for a seamless transition range from 52 to 72 millimeters. So no more 3 steps IPD like in the past or in the Quest. Lenses will finally be in the correct spot for your eyes. Neat. For the best visual clarity possible. And that's for sure something that we're gonna experience here because the Pico Neo 4 is one of the highest resolution in the market right now, with two 2.5 inches LCD display with a resolution 2160 by 2160 each eye, so full 4K, with a crazy 1200 ppi pixels per inch. And it's gonna run at 72 or 90 Hz. Again, pancake lenses, so no weird distortions from the ring that we had before on the frontal lenses. But while we're gonna have much better image clarity, there's nothing new on the FOV that remains around 105 degrees. The usual industry standard, pretty much. Talking about the specs a bit, the Pico Neo 4 will be powered by the usual Snapdragon XR2, the same one of the Meta Quest 2, this time in tandem with 8GB of RAM, and two options of storage, 128 and 256GB, both UFS 3.0. The XR2 will power the system for its games, and of course the 4 fisheye cameras for the tracking, and the new center 16MB RGB camera for color pass-through. The cameras are also gonna track the two new controllers, very similar to the other controllers on the market right now for VR, and I think that is a good thing at the end, so we have some kind of parity everywhere. And these are gonna be powered by two AA batteries, which for Pico should last around 80 hours in active use. A new thing of this controller are actually the new haptics motors that go from 50 to 500 Hz in frequency and that can support up to 2.8 G vibration. I remember a similar statement from Meta when they were talking about the haptics, and at the end of the day there was nothing really new, so well, we're gonna see when we're gonna have our hands on them. But for sure the controllers look better than the last gen, and that is gonna improve also gaming. Because gaming this time is very, very big for Pico. The library and the store increased a lot since the Pico Neo 3 Link announcement, and now we're gonna get even bigger hits. They're investing a lot on this front. The Walking Dead Sentence Sinners Chapter 2 is arriving, Peaky Blinders, Ultimate, and even Rec Room. They're for sure trying to create a parity with the Quest platform. At the end of the day, we have similar controllers, they both run on Android, and they both have the XR2 processor. I'm not a dev, but it shouldn't be so hard to actually port a game over. Another big focus of the Pico 4 is actually fitness, where Pico will have accessories available for it in terms of trackers. They can be used by apps to gather additional data, and maybe with some magic from some good devs also give us some form of full body tracking. Unfortunately, these are not 60 OF, but just rely on IMUs, so just gyro, accelerometers, like a phone, let's say. Another accessories that you can offer are the carrying case and one of the most interesting for me, the wireless PC VR dongle. Because yeah, unfortunately we lost the direct connection to PC via cable with the DisplayPort cable of the Link, but at least we got Wi-Fi 6 directly in the headset for better connection with the PC using your own network. And if you really wanted the best connection possible, they're gonna offer also later this year this PC VR dongle. So you're gonna skip completely the connection of your home and you're gonna be able to connect directly to your PC. Something that we saw in some leaks also interest Meta. So wireless PC VR seems to be the thing right now. But now let's get to the juicy part. Let's talk about the price. This is where things get super interesting because while unfortunately this headset will not be available in the US right away, when I actually asked, they couldn't give me an answer on when it's gonna be available. So that's a bit of a shame. But in Europe, we'll ship at a crazy €429 for the 128GB version and €499 for the 256GB version. Right now, euros and dollars are pretty much the same, so that makes it €20 cheaper than the Quest 2, having also the Elite strap included in the price, and next generation specs and visuals. That's a very competitive price. Good job, Pico. You see, competition, that's how we win. Now, if you got the Pico Neo 3 Link recently, you're gonna have a discount directly, and you're also gonna be able to pre-order these from September 23rd without any competition from the entire world, let's say. After that, it's gonna go on pre-order in October with also big retailers like Amazon. But later in the year, they are also gonna unveil the Enterprise version, the Pico Neo 4 Enterprise, the old Pro, let's say. That is gonna have also eye tracking and face tracking to compete with, of course, the high-end Meta headset that we're gonna see in October. But we don't have any info about the price of that one yet. Pico can finally nail the gaming part of it and the software part of it, well, that will bring a great competition to Meta, that now is offering something more expensive with even worse specs. In the announcement, they also talked about new avatars, a new Pico World system with like a metaverse, that word that they use a lot right now, every company. That might be interesting as well for all the different social features, and they're gonna feature also different concerts. They're trying to have one each week like they're doing right now already in the Chinese market. But here, guys, this is the Pico Neo 4. I can't wait to get my hand on it. It's gonna be soon. And yeah, as you can see, I'm very excited because these specs are awesome, to be honest, and it was about time that we had another big company investing in VR. I love my Quest, I love my Pico Neo 3 Link, but yeah, it was always behind a bit in software, so I hope they are gonna fix it with this new version, and if that happens, and we have so many games in there as well, at a lower price for better everything, yeah, Meta could be really in trouble. But what do you think about it? Are you excited as I am? And what did you want to see from this headset? Like, can we also talk about the fact that finally they're not copying Meta anymore when it comes to the design? I think it's pretty sweet. But yeah, we're done here. So as always, if you like the video, like. If you didn't like it, dislike. Subscribe to the channel for more about VR. And if you really love the channel, join button on there. Little on further, also the Patreon. Thanks for all the supports, of course. And I see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Ciao.